What up? We're trying to multi-stream at this point. Um, I have no idea how it's going to go, and right now I actually do not see. I don't see YouTube chat on my OBS, so I kind of have to manually look at my browser to see it, which is honestly very unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're testing out YouTube streaming for now. So let's hope that goes well. If you know it's if it is uneventful in the way of like anything bad happening or slowing down my game or whatever, then we'll keep it up. But yeah, this is my first multi-stream, so let's see how it goes. Anyways, welcome. How's everyone doing? So there's a couple things. I was gonna work on my new build, and I have gotten that character to Act 7. Nowhere near where it needs to be to actually play its build, so to say, because it's it needs charges and it cannot play itself until it gets those charges. But I also spent a lot of money, like basically all my money. Like I still have chaoses, but these I've spent a lot of them trying to get this. I spent about 12 divines getting my aggressive wand. Yeah, I spent about 12 divines for that. So is it worth it? Yeah, this is actually I got it cheaper than the cheapest aggressive one on the market, so I'd say it's worth it. Let me make sure my YouTube is let me make sure my YouTube live is actually like has sound. So you're gonna hear me twice, so heads up. Live is actually like has sound. All right, it does. Had to confirm. Let's run a few maps. We're gonna run enough maps to drop a veiled orb. Hopefully that just means one Katarina, but you never know with Katarina, eh? You never know. Yeah, this is honestly fine. I don't care. So how is everybody's Wednesday going? My Tuesday went pretty good. I successfully installed a new RAM with some help, I should say. So now instead of having 16, I have 32, which is why I'm trying out YouTube, right? Because now my PC should in theory be able to handle it, which as we can see, it's running a lot smoother than even before, like even just Twitch used to be back when I was only streaming to the one. Like typically my first map would have all these bumps and yada yadas. So this is really good in terms of performance. Really good, like no issues. Yeah, gets. I'm lagging a bit, not too much, but a bit. It's there, I can feel it. Make sure we have our feeding frenzy up and running. Ooh. My room is finally getting cold. I like it. Another T17, I'll take it. Speaking of T17s, I actually want to try out running a T17. I can't guarantee it to look it would be even remotely good or doable, especially the boss. But I want to try it again, 100%.
I had a job to do here, and I failed. I won't tell you a single word.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me multiple. Gain random charges. Yay! He's got endurance charges. He also has invulnerability aura and applies random mark. So I can expect he's gonna crit me a lot. He did have a wool, so. Transportation, he's gonna give me 17 intelligence for transportation, which would put us at about not enough. We'll just push him out, no biggie. Also, for some reason, veiled orbs are dropping like in terms of the price. I got surprised by this, but apparently veiled orbs are actually getting cheap. I don't understand why. They were 7 divines a few days ago, like 2 days ago, and now they're 5. And that is assuming they haven't dropped even further.
You have become tangled in our tapestry, Exile. Time, another number.
Oh god.
You should have no trouble in that dark little cave.
It's a 1-star person. That's the leader. Ooh, Rog has paid off again. Let's go for this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Thank you for the divine. So you have you convert 50% of fizz to lightning, chance to shock, damage pens, lightning res, enemy shocked have this. So it's a shock. It's a shock weapon. All right, not bad. Not particularly good, but not bad. Do I want to use incubators on this character, considering this character would be used for farming a bit? Ooh, thank you very much. Then, let's sort these out, shall we? Jula orbs I don't care too much about, so we can do this. Spawns meteors. Let's do low, and yeah, everything else is meh. Hopefully we get Tora in here, but oh nice, he got reinforcements.
You could kill me here and now, or I could spare you. You bash well, Exile. Today we are friends. Let's bash another one, shall we?
Oh, Borucci should be enough.
Traitorous. I see your plan. That serves my plan.
I just did that because we don't need that. We're still gonna run the safe house or Katarina with Gravicious. Like the priority is still Gravicious, right? So we're gonna do that. And then what's gonna happen afterwards is we're going to insta run safe house. Yo, honestly, if I get my Veiled Orb, I'm not gonna run another. We go back to leveling the other character. Cause I mean, oh, we blocked it. Oh, this is the turning points. Mana scarce. We'll just collect this. I don't know that I care to make speed scarce in any build. Effort. I don't know what is here. I'm gonna raise anything. I thought I saw a wretch defiler, but I couldn't hover on it, so screw it.
Cannot lose this cargo. I choose absolutely brutal. Aren't you sick? I'm no traitor. Absolute. My kind of murder. Great. Can we hurry this up?
Ooh, right in my face. I do like you though, so I don't mind. I'm also considering doing some grave crafting today, but that was before I spent my money on the minions are aggressive wand. But the reason it was important to get the minions are aggressive wand was because my other build needs aggressive minions.
Your hard work.
I mean, it's working as is, but oh god, I still need one more map. I don't think I care about these things. Oh yeah, we haven't rezzed anything for our feeding frenzy. We really don't forget our feeding frenzy. It gives it 10% more. It gives 10% more modifier, right? More damage and attack cast speed. And as we know, cast speed is big on Wretch Defilers, so I'm just literally throwing away DPS by not using it when I should. Are you part of oh yeah, you are. Why are you not attacking my guys? What the hell? Should I be concerned? Y'all just stopped attacking.
Are you gonna kill me? You're starting to figure it out.
Thought there was someone else here. No, I don't need them. This is an essence mob that would probably have killed me if I didn't have. Ooh, I almost spoke too soon. I was gonna say it's an essence mob that would kill me if I didn't have corrupted blood immunity. But it was determined to prove me right. Like, yeah, you bet I would have killed you. Jeez, calm down, okay? What mods do we have? We have I don't know what mods we have. Let me look. In down hits, less accuracy, rarity of items found. Nothing too crazy except maybe frenzy charge. Maybe he just kept stacking frenzy charges and that happened. Oh, wrong way. One of these days, I will have enough of a unique type to actually get the craft. One of these days. Is that day going to be today? I don't know. Do I think it's gonna be today? Maybe. I don't know. But it's gonna happen soon enough. I thought I had reduced effect of chill. You know what it is? I'm getting mained because every single time I'm like, I could have sworn my character was moving faster than this.
If you kill me, another will take.
Leo wants to research.
You will admit.
Okay.
I knew you were sharp. Consider.
The picture is at last clear. Thanks to your
You know what it is? I just figured it out. The reason it feels so slow is because I've been on my other character. And my other character is using 7 steps as well as
can't be.
a quick silver.
It's
I don't need to do anything. The fight is just an autopilot. I don't know if I can do that in the next fight. What things scare me? I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna take my hands off the keyboard. Like, aside the actual, like, you know, doing the phases, going to running from one place to the other. Aside doing that actual mechanic, I'm going to stand still. I'm not even gonna dodge the center beam. I'm gonna eat that. And we're gonna see just how good I am at eating the damage. I will probably end up dying. Okay, hands are off the keyboard. Oh God. I forgot she actually moves around. And she doesn't just sit with you. But yeah, this is very low effort. I just stand still. If she moves, I move with her. Okay, maybe don't stand in there when she's invulnerable. Maybe. Just maybe. She's gonna go here. Or here. Or probably here. Okay, let's actually stop adding unnecessary time to our kill. We can, for the most part, eat everything. I don't think there's a move I can't eat except maybe her slam. Well, I don't need to eat the slam if I'm just going to kill her mid slam, you know? I don't need to do that. Oh God. How much are these going for? 15C. Okay, we identified ourselves then. Come on, give me the good stuff. This is a soul rest. Jeez. Let's keep this and this. Look at how slow it is for me to click everything. Is it because I'm multi-streaming? Could it be? It probably is, actually. Probably is. Don't know if my internet can handle it. Anyways, let's pick up the soul rest. Yep, soul rest. I was gonna keep it because, you know, I found it myself, might as well. But then I thought to myself, why? It's not like it's 6-link. It'll cost more to 6-link it than... It'll cost more to 6-link it than what's it called? Now just buying probably a perfect one even. So no point. I need to make sure, just because I need to look at... Because I need to look at YouTube chats separately, I do not ignore which chats. I need to somehow have both of them on my screen while this service is down. I could keep going until I made the money, but I'd rather not. Before we do anything though, let's go into here, into Wealthy Exile, and let's price check our essences. Make sure everything is above screamings. Yes, it is. Up to 41 divines. We have 65 seeing definite essences of woes, which is, I think, just for me buying it. But then we have loathings that are also pricey. I thought I canceled this. We have 2 divines in D7 maps, D17 rather. We have over a divine in Greater Embers. We got money. We have 108C in Harvest Gerab of Dublin, yada yada, Divine Beauty, yada yada. Anyways, we got money if we need. And worst case scenario, I can always farm this later. Like I can always do that, right? So there is no particular rush for that. Let's go into the new character, who as of right now is still using the same Spectre, sadly, because that one, the next one needs levels. And I do not have said levels. I'm in Act 9? You know, I'm just not realizing that I am in Act 9. But yeah, this character is in Act 9. I still cannot use all the items that are needed. I think I'm like 2 levels away from the helmet I need. And once I'm able to use the helmet, then we have like, we can talk. Because with the helmet alongside using an AG that actually can use... I think I got frozen there. I honestly haven't had much issues with like being frozen, which is ironic considering I am not using Purity of Element. This is like the first playthrough I am not using Purity of Elements. Yo, I can't win. Now that I am on the zoomier, like walking speed character, all I want to do is shield charge. I just cannot win. The reason we're not shield charging on this character is because we don't plan on using shield charge at any point. And as such, there's no point, in my opinion. This character is going to have to take the other characters, it's going to have to take the other character's chess piece. So that chess piece is going to be a back and forth swap if I need to make currency and slash, or if I just need to do some on this character. There's no way it's all the way over here. There we go. So this is the leveling experience with defilers, eh? I mean, to a degree, not even that, because we're done. No, to a degree, it's not even that, because I would have percos too if I was actually pushing defilers, and I wouldn't be using necromantic ages. Which, by the way, is the reason we have so many charges, in case you're wondering.
Take care.
Why did I go through, bruh? I trolled myself so hard. Meh. I don't like Gwenin. I should switch my summon golem. Why did I pick you up? I should switch my stone golem with a chaos golem for the face damage reduction. The stone golem was supposed to be a placeholder for some regen until I got my leech, but now I have my leech, so there should be no reason to have a stone golem anymore. Also, we're not done yet. Yo, I have no idea what this thing is targeting. If my minions or me. Well, that one was me. The first two, I don't think so. I can't click for the life of me. Okay. I wasn't supposed to take anything from that quest, right? Like just to be safe, let's make sure. I'm pretty sure there's nothing to pick up. Yeah, we just need to kill the spider. Or scorpion, rather. Did I just call it it's a spider? Jesus Christ. What is wrong with me? At what point do I realistically think I can switch to these specters? I don't think. You know what? I want to see something. POEDB. All flame. Oh wait, there's an item called All Flames. The one you use for what's his face? The guy that betrays you in Acts 2, 3. Fairgraves 1 and 3. Okay, so there's one for Gemlands, right? Cross-made Gemlands. Pax, frigid attendants. Okay. So what about Berserking Gemlands? Fiery attendants. Blazing salvo. Uses volcanic fissure, snaking, tectonic cataclysm, leap slam, enduring cry. What about Brawlin? Also fiery. I'm guessing artillery is also ice. Yeah, frigid. And then the last one is Corpse Mage Gemlands. This will take Ascendance, which is lightning warp. Uses raise zombie of fallen. And then he uses flame golem of the meteor. Really? Okay, let's see this Gemlin Corpse Mage. Gemlin Spirit Offering, Gemlin Fire Golem. But these are all alternate minions. Right? Hmm. Okay. Okay. I just had to be sure. He uses spirit zombie, like falling zombies, which I would have no way of scaling unless it's an alternate minion, and then I can use minion gems, like minion damage and minions maybe speed. I should slap on a second aura, like press ailment immunity aura. What the hell? Why can't I remember the name? Ailment immunity, that is purity of elements. Don't know how I could forget that. I really don't know how I could forget that. Let me just make sure. This is 63. This is 69. Oh, one more and make guardian level, and you can use this one. Okay, okay. I don't think there's an item that is past 69/70 something that I plan to use, except maybe synthesis. Yeah, probably synthesis actually, now that I think about it. Hmm. The ironic thing is I want to go what's it called? CI before I go into maps on this character. That I find very ironic. So like right now, we're in the process of actually getting some actual ESM in on the character in the way of at least a skill tree. Since it's added to my stun threshold, it's just free. Previously, when it makes it use that instead, well, in those cases, I wouldn't have spec into it yet. Come on. I feel a lag. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe the multi-stream or something, but I feel lag. I should also fix my flash, to be honest. There's realistically no reason why. There's realistically no reason why I am what amulet did I want to use? Badge of the Brotherhood. Oh yeah, I did want to use badge. Oh god. I hate Einhar's beast. Leave me alone. Okay, we can use the helmet now. If we do, we are going to need a lot more resist, because this gives us 38 all res, and it's a leveling unique. The moment we switch to this, we need a shit ton of res, like literally in the hundreds, because that would give me like 114 all res right now, something like that. I don't know, something like that. And you haven't upgraded either, so there's also that. Ooh. Okay, now that we've gotten some of that, let's go here and let's get a purity of elements, and let's slap it in place of spirit offering for now. When we're ready, we're going to sort through everything here, but for now, in place of spirit offering. So now we have, whoa, we have a lot of virus. Once I get my main character's chest piece, this will go down. But lightning res cannot take the hits by removing the helmets. And I'll be honest, right now, there isn't much reason to remove the helmets. Like, yeah, my minions will count as having the charges as I am, but like, the defilers don't benefit from power charges because they don't crit. The others do, however. They will get endurance and frenzy, but endurance has never been an issue for them, right? So even that is meh. So mostly frenzy. And frenzy, I don't know if it's enough for. He resists, I give up. Oh jeez. Oh god, alarms. You know something I said I would test during my stream that I still haven't? You got blown the fuck up. But to be fair, my specters are on 6 links. So it's to be expected. Well, not really, because specters also tend to be weak, right? Five link, not bad. This is a dead end. That's a surprise. But then again, am I the only one that oh, I should say, is it wrong that when I leveled up, instead of thinking, oh nice, I just leveled up, I thought, has my anime guardian leveled up? That was my literal first thought. Chevrons Legacy. They use static strike. They don't use. Whenever I see anything that look like gemlins, I check them out. Simply because they could be. But if they use static strike, then meh. Very low base damage too. Very, very low base damage. So, no. I love how many charges we have as a group. All you see is just a whole bunch of yellows and greens for all the charges we have. Ow. I guess the game really wanted me to get the Val Orb, eh? He must really like Val Orbs. That's my first time ever dying to whatever that was. I assume it's a pillar attack or something, but I didn't know pillars could attack. And if they cannot, then I have to assume that it's these bloody things that are doing it. Okay, I'll just stand close to my revenants. Did I see a corpse? Jeez. It looked like I saw a corpse. Oh shit, you leveled up. Okay. Let's open POB. And let's see. Wrong POB. What else? I have this. I don't have this. I have this. I have this. So I need to get this as well as this. And this. Okay. So I need to become crit immune. So let's see. Garb of the Ephemeral. How cheap is the... How cheap is the cheapest one? That gives at least 400 ES. 95. Okay, let's do 95. It also gives... It has some implicits on it. I'll take them.
Hello there, Exile.
20, 40, 60, 80, 15. Thank you. Okay, next we need to buy the helmets. I know it's weird. I have one, he's gonna have one. Trust me on that. I think this is gonna be really nice. Helmets. I want nearby enemies take increase LE damage, as well as nearby enemies take... Oh, nearby enemies have negative code res. The only one that exists is like 3 divines, yada yada. I'm not gonna go for a 3 divine one, so I'm just going to go for increased elite damage to start off. And eventually I'll go for something else. So alongside this, let's go increased area of effect. What else can we get on helmets that would benefit the AG? I'll have to see. Did oh yeah, I remember why that's called AG now. So Praetor Crown. Increase AoE, which is one of the things we're shooting for. Other than that, I think Asides that, the only thing I can think of is maybe power charge on kill, but you're going to be capped on power charges regardless, so it doesn't really matter. And then suffix wise, honestly, I guess just life regen is fine. I'll probably just give it flat chaos res. So the helmet costs 20C. I like these portals, to be honest. I like them a lot. Thank you. Next, I want one-handed weapon with nearby explode. No, I guess it's just explode. Physical damage, implicit. So you just find it synthesized explode weapon that is gonna cost me a divine. Jesus Christ, it's a divine. Does it surprise me? Not really. Only thing I needed from it was be less than a divine, and it costs a divine. .5 is 77C, so yeah, 77C. Let's go. Next is Essence of Hysteria, right? Fire burst on hits. Are we bugged? Yeah, we are. Okay. Back to what I was looking for. Got more than one. Okay, boom. It has flat chaos damage, which we do not like that it has. In the ideal universe, this rolls with... In the ideal universe, this would roll with a free prefix, and then we craft increased fizz. Because, I mean, you are doing fizz damage. We're not converting the AG's damage, so it would have been doing physical damage. So increased fizz would have been nice, alongside maybe added cold. But it got cold, lightning, and chaos. Which, with, I guess, the way... Okay, let's just leave it. Let's leave it. This is fine. This is doable. But that said, I do think I should increase a type of damage. You're gonna have 6 power charges, so this is gonna be 6 times 4 is 24. Yeah, 24. 24% increased damage. Do I want that? Or yeah, let's do that. AG gearing done. Now, we're obviously not going to use it, but we have him geared up at this point. And the reason we're not going to use him is simple. We have not sorted out our gear for him. He's eventually going to have a hungry loop for himself. But until I'm able to fully use said hungry loop, or even at that, I'm not using any of these because it's like there's really no point. Like, we've gotten to the point where we are not going to bravecraft anything that this character is going to use, and as such there's no point. Instead, I'll just wait until I start getting 83 corpses again before I start picking up corpses again. Essentially. In a few levels, I should be able to actually equip decent ES gear. Till then, however, we're gonna have to be low life. Who needs Elixir Valier again for the bonus point? I think it's like Waylam or someone. Yeah, it's Waylam.
Fair winds and calm seas.
Okay. We have those down. Where are our good sources of ES? Our gloves are not ES based. We should fix that. For the most part, I think we're actually just going to buy decent ES gloves. And the same thing for our boots. I don't see us starting out with +2 Spectre boots or anything like that. Hmm. It's weird that that wasn't automatically taken. I think once I hit level, what do I think is a good level? That is ultimately the question. I want to switch to CI right out the gate from like here. Next, we go into the control blocks, kill Violenta, and at that point, we then want to do our labyrinth. So I think after labyrinth, that's when I'm going to switch. I think that's a decent point to switch. At that point, I should have leveled up at least once or twice more. I don't know if I'm going to respec into ES. I think I might actually respec into I think I definitely respec into thingy then. CI. The tree is so different from what I have now, it's not even funny. But this was a necessary evil, so to say. I needed to do this to actually level the character. This in reality is not a leveling character, and is a character you just swap to end game. The thing is, I didn't want to swap out on my main character just in case I maybe needed more money and the character ended up being bad. I didn't want to take that risk, you know. Oh, Lonnie, you're owing me a lot of money. That kind of rhymed. I don't need this.
Remember, we do this for free.
The eye is right there. So I'm gonna undo here, undo here, undo here, undo all of this. That's a lot of undoing just to start playing the main skill, don't you think? Give me a second. I'm back. So what were we doing? Merciless, sure. Izara's gonna one-shot me if he hits me. So I can't allow him to hit me. The traps are also going to be particularly annoying to deal with. Yeah, and there are going to be gold doors here as usual. No? Interesting. No gold doors this time.
Dark influences reside in dark.
Movement seizes, tension mounts. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Does it mean no traps? Yes, traps. Traps worse. Like, I don't know what it means. Uh-oh. I played that very slowly because that's an immortality shrine, and I have for one died a lot of times doing immortality shrines, like a lot of times. I had a feeling it wouldn't be there. Come on, man. Where are we going? Stop taking me around in a circle. I should have just trusted my gut and gone through here.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
Chaos Golem requires level 70. Jeez.
The Emperor beckons, and the world attends. Are you a martyr? Loyalty
Oh, labyrinth traps are disabled in the aspirant trial.
is dry.
So that's what the dark shrine did. And this is where the gold door is, sadly. I suspect I'll have to go towards the top left for the gold key. This is my suspicion. Oh. I didn't even realize how accurate I was. I didn't think there was gonna be a golden key inside this room, or inside I thought I would find the passage to get to the golden key area. So that's cool. Give me a second. I'll just pick this one, fuck it. Okay, I'm back. I picked wrong. I should have gone left. Like with gold doors, it's typically left. Okay, that is something I'm coming to terms with. The bright side is oh.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes.
Yeah, I would have gone straight to the Esperanza, but I had to take a detour.
Complex machinations converge to a single show me the result. You were born for this. Even the grandest designs can be dispelled.
I think even though my my character's health is technically low, because I'm using a cloak of flame, I'm very tanky. Like a lot of my physical damage gets converted, so even bleeds don't hit as hard. There should be an aspirant's trial somewhere.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep. Our throne is the most devious trap of all.
On the bright side, I don't have to deal with traps. So this should be easy enough. $30 mil XP. I can either use it for the Anime Guardian or I can use it for the Ray Spectre. Now, Ray Spectre, I already have a high level version I'm gonna use. So I guess I'm gonna go with Anime Guardian, most likely. For all the experience. Level 17. Julio. I just want it to be as tanky as it can be. Beautiful. We just got big early res. Big early res. And because we just got big early res, what does that mean? Well, it means we can beat Kitava now and we would have no issues. What the fuck am I looking at? It means, and it's what I saying. It means we can beat Kitava and not have like big issues or anything. But also, we can probably spec into our what's it called? Our tree. The tree we want to use, and work with that. But that being said, the higher level we are, the better. So do we want to swap into it now? That is the question. What do we want to do? I don't want to get potentially blocked by the fact that I haven't beaten Kitava and then I'll be put in an awkward situation with the build. So we just beat Kitava and then spec for what we need. Because once we beat Kitava, right, we can then drop Purity of Elements because we are going to be freeze immune. Not shock immune, but freeze immune at least. These are probably also the better Spectres to farm Blood Aqueducts with, just to get some extra levels. I don't know if I plan on farming Blood Aqueducts, to be honest. I don't know. We'll have to see. Up to 4. I thought I saw up to 6. I was like, what? Am I supposed to be hearing like there's something? This area has some weird sounds. I don't know if to call it weird sounds. It kind of makes my headphones sound like it's cracking. I know it's not. So we'll get our mandatory uniques after we kill Kitaba. So we'll go Badge of the Brotherhood. We're gonna go Victorious Badge of the Brotherhood. What else is a mandatory unique here? The Helmet, Pigface Bassinet, Devourer of Souls, or whatever it's called. Then Anathema is kind of Anathema and the other ring, Hungry Loop. And then from there we need to get ES pieces, like flat ES bases that actually have. We need we need ES bases, pure ES bases that have what you call it? Pure ES bases that have something. Resist. So like boots that have 30% boots have good resist. Maybe we'll raw craft something. I don't think we will actually, but we could look at something like that, to be honest. Yoink. Kill it. Splat. Come on, splat, 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 splat. There you go. Let's talk to Waylam to see if he has anything. No. Lani. Sure. And we're done with the campaign. Now that we are into maps, big respect time. Where's our tree? We'll settle on connections first. Okay. Now that we are here, I don't like that I didn't get this circle, but even without it, I got up to Was it 5k, 6k? It was 5k ES. So I guess I can't complain too hard. Seven dexterity. For what? Haste? I mean, my specters are still there, so it has to be haste. Yeah, it's not them. Haste. Okay, so this is convocation. We're gonna go with leech. And I think instead of giving them reduced life recovery rate or whatever, and then increase max life, I would rather give them all res here. But that's besides the point. At this point, we still need to prioritize minion crits. Okay. I think I have picked up the most important nodes here. I mean, there are some other important ones, but as for most important, I have them picked out. Maybe not. Maybe swap you out for something else. I don't want to reduce my ES. All right. So that's the first things first. Now we need to pick this Brine King as well as this. All right. Then chess piece. We're gonna leave this on for now. Reason being, I don't want to buy an intermediary chess piece when I'm still just going to use the one from my main character almost identically. Though I think I will still push Blanching Omens so that I can have 3 off colors, just so that character can use it and this one can use it all the same. Kind of like how I have 3 white sockets here. Until I get some extra reservation in the form of here and here, I am not going to be able to fit all the auras I have in this one, so I should pick my most important auras. I think they are Zealotry, Precision, and Discipline? Let me check my discipline in this real quick, and let me just... If I turn off discipline, I drop like 1200 ES. And I already have a lot of like pure armor reduction from all the endurance charges, or pure PDR rather. But without determination, I literally have no armor. So I think determination is honestly more important. But can I run determination, precision, zealotry? Yeah, I can actually. So we're gonna do that. While we're at everything, let's take this off. We're doing massive regearing, so everything that is not staying. I'm gonna use this one bar. Everything. We're going to remove everything. Okay, so first things first. I mean, I can always replace the belt too. And then the rings. First things first, let's get the new rings. Let's get the new rings. We are going for a hungry loop. If we can find a hungry loop that already has feeding frenzy, that would be amazing. But I somehow doubt we're gonna find one. But we can try. Feeding frenzy. One divine. Fuck that. We're not doing it. We're gonna do it ourselves. Okay. If we can't get feeding frenzy, elemental army. Two divines. No, not doing that. I guess we just get the empty hungry loop. And then we consume this stuff ourselves. Anyone? We're not going to use my main character's hungry loop for this. Strictly because I don't know who picked. Because they need different support gems, so they're not really interchangeable. But that being said, this character's hungry loop is going to be more standard. Oh, it's level 70. All right. I can use it. You know, to be fair, I should probably level up first before I undertake this respec. Because I still cannot use a whole lot of gear. Like, there are many mods that require a higher level anything, really. From higher level, what do you call it? From higher level affixes. That's what I'm trying to say. High level affixes, like increase, some tiers of increased ES, for example, might be currently unavailable to me and stuff like that. What up, Arcane? Can you? Oh, ads are in progress on Twitch. All right, we're gonna wait until the ads are done and then we're gonna reply. But what up? Anyways, do we level up a bit before we start the regearing? We have enough resist as is. Let's do it. We just run a few minutes of what's its face. Not that needs to go off. Blood aqueducts. We do blood aqueducts a bit and we should be fine. Because at level 66, I see there being a number of things I don't have available to me simply because I am not there. Yeah, I'm setting up the new Spectre build. The discharge Spectres. Hoping it turns out good, but no idea. On POB, using Undying Grapplers, which are not the exact same, but they do use a similar skill. They have a max charge DPS of like 10 mil on the lowish budget, I guess. Like, I don't think there's anything. The AG has, I think, most of the cost in that POB. Let me just make sure this is actually not an expensive POB. Yeah, there's, unless Badge of the Brotherhood is like expensive. It is kind of expensive, that it has a taste of hate. But that's but that is where the cost is. Oh no, it has a +2/1 too. All right, so it is decently expensive. It's not like cheap or anything, but I think that's a decent start. Been having a lot of fun with the Defiler setup. Might go try Chains of Command now. Nice. I'm happy you enjoyed the Defilers. Did they feel as strong as you were hoping? Because one thing that can get people with the Defilers is just single target. They look they are really strong, but the Defilers tend to fall off kind of. Just because you can't, if you convocate them directly on top of an N, you know, I don't have ES, I can't do this. What am I thinking? I literally have a 200, bro. What am I thinking? This is gonna be interesting. And I don't even have the mitigation to like, yo, this is dumb as shit. I'm gonna die 100%. Don't get hit challenge. Crit version of Defilers looks really interesting though. Yeah, 100%. Fun fact, I'm not too convinced about that being the strongest way to play them, in the sense that I think the crit version has a lot of investments, and I'm not entirely sure that unless you spend like a boatload of money. Oh no, I don't need a spirit right now. I don't need the spirit right now. The good thing is my damage is more than enough to carry me through Blood Aqueduct, killing everything before they can hit me. Anyways, what I was saying about the crit version, I think for the crit version to beat the non-crit version, you would need to spend a lot versus pushing actual like just pure flat damage without caring about your crits, because you need a lot of investment to even get to a point where you're critting reliably. Now granted, with how frequently they attack, you are going to crit even with like low crit chance, but I don't see the investments required to go to low crit chance, for example, being, should I say, equivalent or in the same. I don't think it would contribute as much power as if you were to just maybe spend that money getting a better one, for example, with increased damage, or I don't know, a timeless jewel that will give you slumlords as well, and then pack that with an impossible escape or something like that. I think there are easier ways, there are cheaper ways to get more damage, a lot more damage, than going crit. But that said, crits in theory should have like the highest DPS ceiling because it's crit. It's just a new multiplier. But it'll be bloody expensive, I can tell you that much. I wanted to do something else. I think I wanted yeah, this is the priority, getting this. You know what I should do? I'm gonna do this instead. I don't need Purity of Elements anymore, so I'm gonna switch out Purity of Elements for Discipline. Discipline should give me some base ES to work with while I run the Aqueduct. I mean, it's a level 1 Discipline, so I'm not expecting anything crazy. My res lightning has fallen a bit. Hmm. Hmm. Let's not forget to remove those. Yeah, single target was made, but I was farming pack size for corpses, so I only did the boss at the end of invitation rotations. Okay. And to be fair, like once you get to it, to like decent investments, it really picks up in terms of its single target. It's no like it doesn't do as much damage as I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna 100% die here. Oh, I didn't. Discipline was such a good idea. Just for some level of flat health. Anyways, as I was saying, at the point of investment I'm at with like the actual my Wretched Defiler build, I think my single target is decent. It's no uber killer or anything, but it does good damage. Like I can easily out damage my any damage. Yeah, I got cocky. One more thing, I need to switch this guy out. Okay, let's restart this. We're gonna do Blood Aqueduct till 68. Then we're gonna get better new gear. I feel like I still have more mana or more. Yeah, I have more mana on reserve than I should. So are you looking forward to trying Chains of Command? With, I think you said Rakiata's Dance, right? I definitely think it has a lot of potential, but I have no idea how you would go about setting up PUB for Chains of Command. Maybe that's a question I can ask someone like Gazi. He pretty probably knows. I think he has a guide on Chains of Command, so it should be something he's aware of at least. Because I hear it's annoying and complicated, and even then, it's still not the most accurate. So a guide a while back I was going to reference for the POB. Okay. Okay, not bad. Did he have like full DPS, or was he just did he just do the I guess sets, the preparation and everything, and then just leave the DPS? If you're gonna link it, okay, let me do something real quick. Don't throw links because it will time you out. I have to permit you first. So give me a second. There you go. All right, let's look at this. Oh, okay. I haven't clicked on anything I shouldn't have, right? Okay, good. So Animate Guardian, animated weapon default attack, this Chains of Command, any config changes, no. So I guess this is the setup you would need. You have volatility, all of these. You know, one thing that's really good about Chains of Command, it is a 6, you can just put 6 support gems in there and they would all work. Then Animate Guardian weapon. Count is 14. count is 1. Okay, I mean, this doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that's an easy what 7? That's an easy 8 link with literally without effort. No, I know Unetals. It's an amulet I should I say recommend slash I like using in POB simply because I like the concept of having more support gems where when I can have it. And then this one is using a convening one. No. Oh yeah, this is part of it, right? Animate weapon is Rakiata's dance. And then Animate Guardian is Rakiata's dance. And then this critical spelt. More of Conquest. Crit chance for spells. Why more of Conquests? I guess this is literally just a defensive option. But if you want regen, why not just go Mask of the Stitch Demon? Yeah, but the thing is, poison shouldn't be an issue if you just give them chaos res. Which honestly, okay, let's switch this back. I have no issues with anything else. Gravebind obviously makes sense. The boots, regen, increase armor, ES. For the boots, I would honestly go. I would go Legacy of Fury instead of these. And for defensive options, what can kill your AG? Your biggest, the most likely would be doppelganger, physical damage. So doppelganger will probably be what I would take as a chess piece for if it's pure defense. I don't want it to die or anything. I would 100% go doppelgangers. Helmets, I would go for Rakiata's dance. I don't want to reduce their resistances, so I would give it a no. I just remembered our plan, right? The chess piece was supposed to be with Rakiata's dance. Chess piece was supposed to be Doriani's. Helmet is going to be Eye of Malice, and then you can go for defense, Gravebind gloves, obviously, and then maybe defensive boots. Yeah, you don't want Legacy of Fury because you don't want to reduce their resistances. You want, if possible, you want to even increase it. So instead, what do you do for the boot section? Boot section, I guess you can just go rare boots. If you want your AG to apply a, no, that wouldn't work. I would say apply curse on hit, but then he does, it's not gonna hit that often unless it's a boss that he's going to walk up and hit, because otherwise you don't have explode to spread your curse. Yeah, red boots I think are fine, to be honest. Red boots are fine. But that would be the setup I would go for with the Rakiatas. And then Triad Grip. These are... Wait, what? 3 blue, 1 green Triad Grip? Why would you do that? So that's 75% lightning, 25% cold. Why would you do that? Ascension's Mark, Convocation, Tempest, Shield. What goes in the last slot? Nothing. It is so weird. Why wouldn't you just... Rakiatas gives huge amount of code as well. Okay. It's a very weird setup, I'll say that much. It's Very weird. Because even if Raketa gives cold damage, you don't need to convert more of your physical damage to cold damage to do anything of the sorts. I guess maybe the person was shooting for 75%. I don't know. Then why wouldn't you just do 2 green, 2 blues? So then do 50-50 and split it right down the middle. And of course, if you're going you wouldn't go what's it called? You don't want to go volatility. Where's the chess piece? You don't want to go volatility unless you're like heavy into lightning. And he is heavy into lightning. So I don't see why you would then go, because this is a net negative on like other elements except lightning. And the reason it's not a net negative on lightning is because the less, I mean, lightning's lower end is already very low, so 69% less is not a big deal. But 58% more of a very high end is a huge deal. That's why it's good with lightning. But with cold, it's more balanced. The gap between the low end and the high end is not that high. So like you would take your low end so far away and then increase your high end too. Like you'd make it as essentially lightning. And if you don't pair that with a Perco Stow, it's not using a Perco Stow. So like volatility is just a net negative here. You don't want to run volatility with this. Definitely not. With Defiance of Destiny, I'll switch volatility for something else. Thank you for the follow, Lizzie. Welcome, welcome. You don't need to add me on Discord to be a fan or anything. Probably a bot, I think. Definitely it reads like a bot message. Anyways, what was I saying? Why is animate weapon here? I feel like this is how you simulate the damage. If I go animate chest support, no. Animate guardian weapon with AW. I think it was this that was included in full DP. No, it was this. This was included in the full DPS. Yeah. Something like this. I don't know. Anyways, there are a lot of things I kind of disagree with this build. But like, I mean, it is what it is. With this build, I think you 100% want a minions aggressive one too. The reason being, or you put Feeding Frenzy on your AG, which I guess you could. Feeding Frenzy on your AG, yeah, you do. Okay, so you don't need minions aggressive because you want your AG aggressive, so he's in range to take all the kills and only summon level 20 animate weapons. So my question for this, for Chains of Command as a whole, not even just this one in particular, I'm more thinking in terms of what do you call it? Let me think. In terms of single target like bossing, are you just kind of fucked because you can't generate Writhing Jar charges? Because you would think that for single targets, you know what you would do? You know what? This is what you would do. Let's bring this up. Necropolis. You would go this belt. If you go this belt, you essentially solve the problem you had. You no longer have to not be single targets. Because your writing jar would refill. Exactly. You could then easily do single target on your chains of command and never run out of weapons to use. I think it's a pretty good idea. Tides of Time. Much better than a Mage Blood too, because it affects uniques and Mage Blood doesn't touch your unique. So with a Mage Blood, you still kind of end up in the exact same scenario. It's definitely better than relying on your weapons killing the single target in enough time to where you don't get screwed over, you know. You're down? Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. Or at least has potential. Ow. I shouldn't just charge like I was. I should play it safer. All right, let's actually play it safe, because one more level up and we should be able to leave here. At the very least, I think if we get even just one more level up, we're in a much better spot. Oh, I got quick feet. I dodged them all. This one, I think I got hits. Yep. We're gonna out regen it. So you play D4 as well. What do I think of the new season? I think it's a very big step forward. I don't think the game is fixed, but I think they have taken many steps in the right direction overall. And I think season 4, if they do add enough to maybe the end game as part of, like, even if it's part of the season mechanic and it's not permanent, if they give us enough content, then we are going to end up, then retention on this season of D4 could be at an all-time high, because for once we don't have the most boring character progression, you know. Yeah, I mean, slow progress is always better than no progress, right? And we just have to wait and see like where they go from here. I'm not like going to say like, oh, they are 100% gonna do better, yada yada, like, nah. But I think like, credit where credit is due, the changes are good. I like them. And of course, as a minion player, I think minions are going to be, like, more specifically for them now, minions are going to be in a very healthy spot. I don't know that they will be broken. Not any more broken than anything like barbarians, for example. But that being said, there are a few things about minions I didn't quite like. Ooh, nice. I have more of a health pool now. For example, something I didn't like, when they described the Iron Golem's ability, they described it as, you know, they compared it to Corpse Tendrils, and in my head I was hyped for that because Corpse Tendrils is really nice. And if the Iron Golem has something similar, then poggers, you know, that's really good. It was not the case at all. What ended up happening was what ended up happening was more along the lines of it was a very small circle around the iron golem that would get pulled, and that was it. Like the range isn't even as far as, like, let's say something like Hellbent Commander's range is. It's really not far. It's very, very around the iron golem, and I found that kind of disappointing. Like, I kind of get it, but I found it disappointing. Another big disappointment personally was let me try to remember what this. I had a second big one. Yes, the unstoppable with you're supposed to get unstoppable when you send your golem, you know, charge, you're unstoppable alongside your golem. The problem is your unstoppableness or your unstoppable buff lasts as long as the golem is unstoppable, and he's only unstoppable until he uses his ability. So in theory, if you just send him a very short distance, you're gonna be unstoppable for like 0.5 seconds or 1 second, and that's it. And it's like that that is kind of to put it nicely, that's trash. Like, what? That means what you want us to hold on to our golem's abilities so we can use that to disrupt CC. But then the golem's abilities are designed to be impactful, so that's dumb. So the alternative, okay, it's not to disrupt CC. Use it as you wish, but then you're not unstoppable, so you still need blood mist. It doesn't fix any problem. Like, I don't get it. Make it make sense, you know? So like in terms of, so that was like the bigger one that I really didn't like, because I was looking forward to it. We're level 68 now. We still cannot use this ring, but I think we can use a lot of other rings and whatnot. So let's start the respec. Yeah. I know. I don't think I can use my other character's chest piece. Let me see if you can. Where is it? I have it. I should have it in a screenshot folder because I screenshotted it today. Requires level 72, but this is because of a gem. All right. Save bets. I need 72. Anywho, let's do this. Now, among the support gems for my gemlins, it's all blue. We don't have a single non-blue gem, but I guess we could have red because we will need empower early on. Oh yeah, probably remove this too. So we have a few things to get. One goes here. The next one is an anathema's ring. Anathema ring, which would go here, but it doesn't. Does it give resist? No, it does not give resist. So rings cannot give resist. Badge of the Brotherhood also does not give resist, but it gives dexterity and intelligence. So let's get our badge of the Brotherhood, as well as our helmets, which we already have.
I've not the muscle for that.
Oh, muscle, strength, and dexterity. All right, let's get the badge of the Brotherhood first. Badge of the Brotherhood. I don't want the corrupted one. All these are corrupted. Bruh. Non-corrupted, please. Let me actually adjust the filter. Corrupted. No. Then I want ideally as high cooldown recovery as I can have. The prefix, I can always switch that out. But obviously I do not want to divine it. I see 9%, but I do not see 10%. Okay, I think we settle for 9% then. Yeah, we settle for 9%. The cheapest 9% is gone. Now, second cheapest, come on. Hello? I guess not. Next. $97. I feel like, oh, this 87, I need 10 more. There is a delay. Am I lagging? It feels like I'm lagging. Okay, send all of these. Yeah, this is fine. What up, the croc? What up? What are you working on? I am working on, let's see, thank you, a potential Spectre build centered around Chevron's Gemlins, or better known as Discharge Spectres. So the goal is to build around charge generation and try to give them as much charge uptime as possible. Now, if I notice that my charge generation is really good and they do get to full charges, which by the way, we're increasing their maximum amount of charges with this helmet once, you know, we actually equip it and stuff. 24 dexterity. Makes a difference, but so this are gone. So we have these 3 slots to fill up all that gap. That and jewel sockets. Jewel sockets are more dicey simply because I do not have the levels to have all the jewel sockets I would like. So how do I do this? What's the easy way out of there? I could hold off on my anathema, but then I would not know what my single target charge generation is without it, because the current plan is to have Arcanist Brand, Warlord's Mark, and Assassin's Mark for single targets, alongside an anathema and like a power charge limit of like 6. I would apply all of that plus my AG given elemental weakness on top of that. So we're gonna go with ES boots. That ES boots can't naturally roll strength, so ideally, so in the ideal universe, right, requirements 0 0, oh no, it's 0 0 1. All right, now we want, let's get the boots first. Movement speed at least 25%. It should have either strength or open suffix. And then of course you should have like energy shield, ideally flat ES2. Yeah, thank you. I have no idea if how it's gonna actually pan out in reality, but I'm hopeful, especially with the new helmet, because that means in theory biggest stick for me is the helm slot usage. Yes. So that is another thing that is I'm still playing around with, because there is a universe where I try Wraith Lord, and if I do try Wraith Lord, then that frees up my ring, because then I no longer need to have an Animate Guardian. So my ring then gives me more stats and everything. But the reason we wouldn't want to go for the helmet, the Wraith Lord, is because we can't increase each cap, each Spectre's cap, power charge, that charge cap, right? But that also means we would build around it differently, where instead of charge stacking, we focus more on charge gen by making sure we like hit 100% crit chance for power charge on crits. I don't know that there's anything we can really do for endurance charge on melee stun. I don't think they're going to do enough damage to stun, so like that's off the table. But if we have 9 of them that have all full stacks, that should in theory easily balance out to having 5 of them with the current goal setup with 6 charges each. And I think that is it's more achievable, to be honest, to get three on each before they blow up than the alternative. But the reason I am still going for this one is I think the Animate Guardian is very important, because the way I have it currently set up, let's go increased energy shield. Because the way I plan to set it up rather is I have this equipped, which is the replica, so it gives endurance charge on hit and frenzy charge on kill. And I have necromantic ages, so each minion has that, including the Animate Guardian. But here's the kicker: the Animate Guardian has the regular Victorious Charity, so he also gains extra chance to gain, I think, like a power charge on hit, and on kill he's got 10% chance to get something on kill. I think it's either frenzy charge or something. Then on top of this, he has a Gravebind, so he's going to take all the kills, and because he has 20% chance to proc a charge on kill, he should in theory be the biggest charge distributor in the build. He should be giving them, like, you know, it's candy, stuff like that. So that's kind of the idea. So that's why this build is very, very level intensive, because there's so much I need to do, and I need to make sure my AG can equip all the gear needed. That said, I have equipped him, but I need to make sure I have a link free so he can exist, you know. Give me a second real quick. Okay, I'm back. So that is the current plan. So that's the problem with the Wraith Lord, right? Is if I went Wraith Lord, I would give up on that tech. I would give up on the AG being able to be that charge distributor. But then how I would go about charge distribution is I would have to go on Umbilicus alongside a Doda's Elixir. That would then give me, at the press of a button, I can just inject all 9 charges into each of my minions, and they then all nine of them who now have 9 charges can then blow up doing big damage. So that is the second idea for the same build. So like it's either or, right? It's either or. The reason I don't particularly like the Doda's Elixir version is it's going to remove most of their ES, and because we plan on going like this one alongside our Ascendancy that gives them ES, that's going to take away a lot of their survivability. But that said, with their Chaos Rest, it shouldn't be up to half of their life they take as Chaos damage. It should be like 12, like if they cap it's 12%, but they're not going to cap, so let's say 20% maybe. And they are squishy already as is, so like I just don't like the idea of that. I don't trust their hit frequency in the way of like leech. I don't trust them to always be leech capped for themselves to where they would regen it back instantly. I could, in theory, run, of course, a flask for them, like a life flask that also has give life to minions at that percentage, and then with Umbilicus, I think that would double dip. and give them a lot of life regen, I could in theory do that. And then just have 2 buttons where I press Doda's Elixir and then I press the flask. Maybe that is sustainable, you know? So we're going to play around with a lot of different ways to handle this in theory. And we're going to figure out which feels best. And we're going to run with that. If we do go the Raid Lord setup, we're probably not going to use Shavron's Gemlins. And the reason being, Shavron's Gemlins have a skill that gives them 3 frenzy charges when they use it. But if I'm going to be using Doda's Elixir, then I don't need that, right? I no longer need that. So I would then go for a different clone of the Spectre, which instead would grant, each instead would not have a cooldown, because apparently Shavron's Gemlins have a cooldown on their discharge of like 0.75 seconds. And these other version do not have that cooldown. So I would in theory just switch over to the other ones and have that instead. So I can in theory just give them charges, all 9 blow up, give them charges again, and they instantly blow up again. So there's a lot we're playing around with, and I think it's gonna be fun. It's definitely very, very, very different of an approach to any build I have played in the past. So it could easily be terrible, or it could be insane. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. I think I need to end my stream here because I am hungry as hell. I will try to respec some of this off stream, and then I'll be back tomorrow to continue the idea. If I do respec, then hopefully we would be in a very balanced spot. You love it's very niche and you love the idea. Thank you. I like the idea too. Since I basically found out about these Spectres like, let's say middle of last league, and since I found out about them, I've like been going crazy on like different ideas, and my first idea was to use minimum charges, but minimum charges they do not work with you know, discharge Spectres, because it adds base damage based on the charges removed, and with minimum you can't remove it. So you can't do that. So like then the idea died because there was no way to actually really push it. But then once I saw the new helmet, I'm like, oh, look at that. It's like they read my mind, you know. So that was a very interesting moment when I found out about the helmets. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope I see you guys there. Thank you for stopping by. And if I don't see you, you know, have a good rest of your week.